Hello and welcome to our podcast.
Ugh, as if reclaiming the chick flick.
What? Like it's hard?
I'm so excited to do this.
This is our trailer episode. Give you a little taste of what's about to come, so get excited.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Una?
Please, for the group.
I could do that. As you just said, my name is Una. And if I were a chick flick, I would be Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again. So
really good. What about you, Emma Jo?
I would probably be Bridesmaids. It's my comfort film, and I'm hilarious.
Absolutely.
So true.
My name is Kelly, and if I were a chick flick, I would be Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, and I will not be elaborating.
No need to.
That says it all, I think.
A little bit about us. We are 3 20-something besties. We met in university, and we're all very, very passionate about chick flicks.
We sure are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're also all in the entertainment industry, so we kind of know what we're talking about. Ish.
Yeah. And we're, I wouldn't call us credited experts, but I would call us casual experts because I think, for me anyway, that's kind of all I have interest in watching is movies that might be classified as a chick flick.
Wow. Speaking of, Kelly, how would you classify a chick flick?
Well, you know what I can tell you?
What?
Here's how Wikipedia classifies a chick flick.
We can all trust Wikipedia 100% of the time, so this is a good idea.
So let me tell you what Wikipedia has to say. Chick flick is a slang term, sometimes used pejoratively.
That's correct. Yeah.
For the film genre catered specifically to women's interests and is marketed towards women demographics. They generally tend to appear they generally tend to appeal more to a younger female audience and deals mainly with love and romance.
Seems right and true.
And then it goes on to say that, Gloria Steinem doesn't like that. But how would we define a chick flick?
So I'm going to say something controversial. Maybe it's a bit early to get controversial. So buckle in. I think that if a toxic, fratty, douchey dude would not admit to watching a movie to his other toxic, fratty, douchey dude friends, it's most likely a chick flick.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I also would like to say, chick flick embodies not only the rom-com, but early feminist, women empowerment movies, our teen movies.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely young women around in our generation are zillennial, if you might.
If you would
care to.
The zillennials, we would find a nostalgic value to these movies. And, you may not agree 100% with all of our selections, but that's okay because this is 100% subjective and we have microphones and a podcast and you don't.
And as our 2 favorite women like to say, it's our show and not yours.
So on the podcast, every episode, we are going to be dissecting and diving into a new movie that might be categorized as a chick flick. So,
Kelly, what sorts of things are we going to be discussing?
That's such a great question. Maybe Emma Jo has the answer.
I do.
Oh.
So funny. Okay, oh my god. Okay, so each week we're going to be discussing some big questions that we have from our current lens of 2021 and beyond. First question, how does it hold up in modern day? And what elements aged poorly or what aged well? Some of these movies are from the 80s and some of them are from 2019. And all of them maybe age poorly, honestly.
Could be. We're going to find out.
Highly possible.
Could be.
I think we're also maybe going to talk about the impact each of these movies had on pop culture and if it's remained relevant or not, which probably will also tie to how well it's aged.
Mm-hmm.
So,
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to, every episode, go over our favorites. So that could be, you know, the best or most iconic outfit, maybe the best side character, best guy or worst guy, the as if you will. And I'd really like to talk about every episode, the Miss Ma'am of the film, aka like the devil woman who is very fashionable, and we didn't give her enough credit when we first watched it.
That bitch.
Yeah, that bitch.
Everything aged poorly except for that bitch.
She aged the best, for sure.
Yeah, because she was already so sure of herself. Mm-hmm. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be wrapping up each episode by giving it a rating out of who knows what. And we're going to talk about if we think it's objectively a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait, personally.
Me too. I'm so excited.
This is going to be juicy AF.
And then at the end of every episode, we're going to be announcing what next week's movie will be. So I strongly encourage you, if you want, to watch along and get prepared for the discussion and then interact with us on social media about it.
It's like a Bad Bitch book club.
Mm-hmm.
But about chick flicks, which is way more fun because who likes to read? Speaking of socials, we've got some accounts that we'd like you to follow. They're As If Podcast on Instagram and Twitter and
Letterboxd. And on Letterboxd, you can keep track of our ratings of the movies as well as what is on our list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that is ughasif podcast.
Woo.
Follow us on our socials, and if you ever have any suggestions, you can contact us there.
Yeah, we've got a long list compiled already, but if you really want to see us talk about a specific movie, maybe your favorite chick flick or just one you really want us to dissect, send it along and we'll add it to our list if it's not already on there.
Yeah. If you have any questions or need to talk, we're here.
Be a friend.
If you need a friend.
Yeah.
It's pandemic times. We could be your friend. Why not?
So, our very first official episode of As If, the podcast, will be dissecting the famous Legally Blonde.
Maybe one of the best, if not the best.
One of the most iconic, definitely.
Apex of chick flicks.
Oh, so true. So yeah, go and watch it now so that you'll be fresh for when our first episode comes out, which will be shortly.
We can't wait to get to know you, and we can't wait for you to hear us talk all the time about movies.
Yeah, I'm stoked. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. You should probably make a Cosmo and listen along.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're not drinking a cocktail while you're listening to this podcast, you're doing it wrong.
I do agree.
Perfect.
If you're not in like a floor-length nightgown and a feathered robe and you're not on like a hot pink chaise lounge with a cocktail in hand in your boudoir dressing room, I don't think you should be able to listen.
If you don't have UGG Fluffy slippers on your
there, I don't have any.
Yeah, but you have an amusable croissant.
So true, Bessie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everyone, we can't wait to talk to you soon.
Yep.
Please watch.
XOXO.
Bye.
As F.